Hello, Watch Your Chat here with your reminder that life is short. Buy the watch. Today we're actually going to talk about the watches worn by DC Comics Justice League. Stick around and let me know if you think I got these right. So we'll start off with Superman. Now, Supes flies around a lot. So for mine, he would clearly need something like a GMT to keep track of time. So the natural choice would have to be the GMT Master 2 from Rolex. It even comes with the blue and red to match his suit. However, we do need to know and acknowledge that Superman is on a journalist's salary, so a more affordable option might be a Tudor, or potentially even a Timex. Either way, with the GMT, he'll be able to fly in and out of Metropolis without skipping a beat. Now, I think the Oyster is a bit more robust, so the Oyster bracelet would be the choice for sure. But you have to find the right AD, because even Supes will be on the wait list. Next up, we've got Aquaman, who spends a lot of time in Atlantis in the deep sea. So naturally, the Rolex Deep Sea or the Omega Ultra Deep would be the natural choices. However, the Zenith and also the Doxa would be more affordable options, including also the Trident to match his choice of weaponry. The Amazonian, Wonder Woman. Now, she's of a Greek heritage and Greek mythology, and of course, Vulgari came from Greek beginnings. So, the pick there would have to be something like Vulgari. I would say the Serpenti would be the perfect choice, as it doubles as a bracelet. For a more affordable option, I've picked up a Cartier before in this bracelet form for sub $2,000. The Scarlet Speedster. It's a very obvious choice for the Flash. And it's got to be the Speedmaster, with the red burgundy to match his red suit. I doubt that the Flash would have the patience for a waitlist watch such as the Daytona, but he could always pick a Zenith, with more affordable options being the Seiko Speed Timer or a Timex. Either way, it has to be a chronograph watch. Now we've arrived at everyone's favourite superhero, Batman. And while it's not the most obvious choice, the Reverso seems to suit his personality. We also see the Reverso feature in the Dark Knight series. But the more obvious one would be the Rolex Batman, named after Batman. However, that's too cheesy. But we know he's got more money than God, so why not something like the Jacob & Co. Billionaire to match his utility belt? We also know that Batman prowls the night, pummeling criminals to a pulp. So he needs something with high shock resistance. So sticking with the theme of grossly overpriced, we will go with something like an RM, which is highly shock resistant. For the more affordable options, of course, it has to be the Casio G-Shock. And while we're on the topic of Gs, you may as well double wrist it. Now we're on to Martian Manhunter, and it's so obvious that Omega suits him down to a T. I'm thinking 3 watches, the Alaska Project, which is designed for space, or the Mars Timer, which records the time on Mars. How odd. More affordable option, clearly the Swatch Moon Swatch, the Mars edition. So let's get on to Cyborg. You'd think it'd be the iWatch, but he's already got that whiz-bang gadgetry built in. So something with high magnetic resistance and mechanical is in order. I would say that the obvious choice then, of course, would have to be the Omega Railmaster. Alternatively, you could go for a Rolex Milgauss, although they've been discontinued. An affordable choice could be the Hamilton. And last but not least, we've got the Green Lantern, who would lug something around like the Atmos clock in place of his lantern. But if we're talking about the Green Lantern, it has to be green. And so why not something like the Big Pilot with the green dial from IWC, or alternatively, the Longines Conquest. But if we're talking about affordable, you'd have to go with something like the Casio ring to match the ring theme. So what do you think? Did I get these right? Please let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe. And remember, life's short. Buy the watch.